$30,000. That is the number some dealers quietly stitch into your sticker price for furniture that would not survive 4 years in a college dorm room. Not the engine, not the chassis, not the slide mechanisms that actually cost real money to engineer. $30,000 for a couch, a pair of recliners, some vinyl flooring, and a few throw pillows that were assembled by a worker being paid to move fast, not to build something that lasts. And here's the part that should make your blood run cold. You're not even allowed to see what it costs. It shows up in your contract as one fat, friendly line item called the Interior Comfort Package, or the Luxury Decor Group, and there is no price breakdown sitting next to it. You cannot decline it. You cannot price check it. You are told it is part of the build, and you sign your name, and 20 years of payments begin. For decades, the RV industry has sold you the illusion of a luxury living room. The reality is a bundle of particle board, peeling vinyl, and staples, marked up to the moon and financed over 2 decades. So the damage hides quietly inside a monthly payment you stop questioning after the 3rd month. And let me be clear about why this matters so much, because this is not about a few $100s of overpriced cushions. The financial stakes here involve a chunk of money the size of a brand new economy car, attached to your name for 2 decades, sitting underneath an asset that is losing value faster than you can pay it down. $30,000 of padding does not sting once. It compounds. It is the difference between owning your rig free and clear in 10 years and being trapped upside down on it for 15, owing more on a crumbling interior than the entire unit is worth. Get this one decision wrong and it follows you down the road for the life of the loan. So before we go 1 inch further, smash that subscribe button because we're about to save you from some seriously expensive mistakes. Today we are auditing the 7 specific tricks that dealers and manufacturers use to inflate your interior by $30,000. We are going to stop shopping like a victim and start thinking like an auditor. And the worst one of all, the trick that quietly turns $30,000 into more than 50, is sitting at the very end of this list, so do not click away. Number 1, the bundle you are never allowed to itemize. The entire scam starts with one single friendly word: package. Walk onto any lot in America and you will see units advertised with an interior decor package, a comfort collection, or residential living group. It sounds premium. It sounds like a thoughtful upgrade you are lucky to be offered. It is neither. It is a bundling trick, and bundling exists for exactly one reason in this business: to take a pile of cheap, individually worthless parts and fuse them into a single 5-figure number that you have no way to argue with. Here's the thing: the very moment a dealer refuses to itemize, you have already lost the negotiation. Every consumer finance expert who has ever torn apart an RV deal repeats the same warning: demand an itemized, out-the-door breakdown of the price, the financing, and every single add-on. And if any of it looks inflated, call it out before you sign. When the furniture, the flooring, and the decor are welded together into one bundle with no component pricing anywhere on the page, that is not a convenience for you. That is camouflage for them. Think about how absurd this would be anywhere else. Imagine a car dealer telling you the seats, the carpet, and the cup holders come as a forced $11,000 cabin experience group and refusing to tell you what any single piece costs. You would walk out laughing, yet on the RV lot, that exact move is standard practice. Translation: they are not selling you a couch. They are selling you a number, and they have buried the couch deep inside it so you can never stop and ask why the number is so enormous. And once you understand the bundle, you have to ask what is actually inside it. That is where it gets ugly. Number 2, the premium leather. That is neither premium nor leather. Let us talk about what you are actually sitting on. That rich, dark, expensive looking leather sofa glowing in the brochure photo? In the overwhelming majority of new rigs, it is not leather, and it never was. It is a vinyl, a thin polyurethane skin, sold to you under engineered sounding brand names designed to make a plastic coating feel like a luxury hide. Owner forums are an endless graveyard of the same story, told thousands of times over. The fake leather upholstery peels, it cracks, it delaminates, which means the top coating literally flakes off in sheets in your hands, like skin after a bad sunburn. And this is not a slow 10-year aging process. People report their premium seating breaking apart within 1 to 3 years. Some of them tell you they barely touched the unit, used it a couple of weeks a year during the pandemic, and still watch the material disintegrate on schedule. The cheap polyurethane saves the manufacturer a few dollars per yard at the factory. It costs you a full reupholstered job a couple of seasons later. The specialists who sell the genuine article, real ultra leather and true marine grade fabrics, will tell you straight to your face the bargain coating peels and cracks after a few years, and then you pay for the seating a second time out of your own pocket. Here's the cruel twist. The peeling is so universal, so completely predictable, that an entire cottage industry exists purely to replace factory RV furniture, because every seasoned owner already knows the original is a wear item, not a permanent fixture. Think about that for a second. You paid luxury money for a piece the whole community treats as disposable from day one. Nobody plans a reupholstered job on a genuine leather sofa in their house after 18 months. In the RV world, it is penciled into the calendar. Translation, you paid a luxury price for a material with the working lifespan of a cheap pair of dress shoes. So if the skin is fake, surely the expensive part is the engineering underneath, right? Wait until you hear about the frame. Number 3, the theater seating shell game. This trick is my personal favorite because it is so clean and so brazen. Theater seating is the magic phrase on the modern RV lot. Power recline, heated seats, massage motors, LED underlighting, lighted cup holders, little flip-out trays. It is positioned as the absolute crown jewel of the interior, the feature that supposedly justifies jumping up an entire trim tier. And the dirty secret, the one the industry would prefer you never learn, is that the exact same seating units ship across the entire price ladder, top to bottom. Here is how it works behind the curtain. A tiny handful of suppliers build almost all of the furniture for the entire RV industry. One single furniture maker out of Elkhart, Indiana supplies coaches built by Newmar, Tiffin, Jayco, Thor, Forest River, and Integra. Read that list again. That is budget brands and so-called luxury brands, premium nameplates, and entry-level nameplates, all rolling off the line with furniture from the same supplier. The premium theater seating in a $100,000 coach can be the identical unit sitting in the cheapest travel trailer on the row. Same foam, same vinyl, same recline motor, same warranty. Now here's the math that should make you genuinely angry. You can buy that same theater seating brand new, direct from the aftermarket, for somewhere in the range of $600 to $1,000 for a set. A standard jackknife sofa retails new for around $800. The dealer's upgrade package charges you several times that figure, buried inside a bundle where you can never see the line. Translation, you are paying a private yacht price for a unit that the company sells to literally anyone with a credit card for under $1,000. And if you're finding this breakdown useful, hit the like button. It really helps the channel cut through the noise. Number 4, the solid hardwood that is sawdust and glue. Open the glossy brochure and you will read about hardwood cabinetry and residential grade interiors. Now open the actual cabinet in front of you and knock on the inside of the box. In a huge share of rigs, the cabinet boxes, the drawer carcasses, the structural guts behind all that beautiful woodwork are not hardwood at all. They are particle board, medium density fiberboard, or oriented strand board. In plain English, that is wood chips and sawdust mixed with glue, pressed into a flat panel, and then wrapped in a thin printed vinyl that looks convincingly like real grain from 6 feet away in showroom lighting. Why does the factory adore this stuff? Because it is dirt cheap. The problem is what happens to it once you actually take the rig down the road. That pressed board is heavier than real plywood, so you are towing extra dead weight for no benefit. Worse, it drinks up moisture the very first time a window seal or a roof seam leaks. And pressed board does not dry out and recover. It swells, it crumbles, it sags, and then it is finished. There is no repairing it. You gut it and rebuild. And because the entire interior is assembled at brutal speed under a piece rate pay system, a setup that pays the worker by how fast they can bang a unit together rather than how well it holds up, the joints get stapled and screwed together in a hurry, with the fasteners themselves often doing the structural job that real joinery should be doing. The forensic reality of a budget interior is a box held together by hope and self-tapping screws. Translation, you were sold a kitchen full of furniture-grade hardwood, and what you actually received was a kitchen full of glued sawdust wearing a wood costume. Now, none of this is free for them to mark up, so how do they make the soft stuff pay too? Number 5, the vinyl floor and the $12 throw pillows. The interior package does not stop at the big furniture. It nickel and dimes you on every single soft surface in the rig, and the markups down here get almost comedic. The luxury vinyl plank flooring proudly listed in the decor package is the same product you can buy off the shelf at any home improvement store for a few dollars a square foot. The designer window valances, the accent pillows, the frame wall art, the little decorative touches that make a showroom unit feel warm and lived in, are commodity items that cost the manufacturer pocket change and then get folded into your 5-figure interior line at full retail or higher. I have watched real owners completely remodel an entire RV interior, all new decor, curtains, fresh wall art, the whole look for a couple $100s out of their own pockets. The manufacturer turns around and charges you for that exact same feeling as if it were a bespoke design commission from a high-end studio. Here's the thing, none of these individual items are bad on their own. A vinyl floor is fine, a throw pillow is fine, the scam is the markup stacked on top of the bundle. On its own, this is dorm room decor from a clearance aisle. Badged as a collection and welded into the package, it magically becomes a $1,000 line that you, of course, never see itemized. Translation, they are charging you interior designer prices for a shopping cart full of discount aisle accessories. If this is already saving you from a headache, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's next. Because the next 2 tricks are the ones that actually hide all 5 of the tricks you have heard so far. Number 6, the phantom sticker price. Now we arrive at the trick that makes every other trick on this list invisible. The inflated manufacturer's suggested retail price. RV sticker prices have historically carried dealer markups as high as 40%. To put that in perspective, the typical markup on a new car is closer to 18%. So the cushion baked into an RV sticker can be more than double what you would ever see in the auto world. That enormous gap is not an accident or an oversight. It exists to give the dealer room to perform the single greatest magic trick on the lot, the discount. Watch exactly how it plays out. The dealer starts from a sticker that was inflated on purpose, then generously carves tens of thousands of dollars off it at the big show or on the lot, and you drive away feeling like the sharpest negotiator who ever lived. But the interior package was baked into that inflated number from the very beginning. So when you scored your huge, thrilling discount, the furniture padding survived completely untouched, riding along quietly inside the price you were so proud of beating down. This is precisely why the show special and the this weekend only, this price dies Sunday pressure is so dangerous. The urgency is engineered. It is built specifically to stop you from doing the one calm, boring thing that destroys the entire scam, sitting down and itemizing. And notice how neatly the phantom sticker protects everything above it on this list. The fake leather, the shell game seating, the sawdust cabinets, the clearance aisle decor. All of that padding is safe as long as the headline number is fake, because you spend all your negotiating energy fighting the inflated total instead of questioning the parts inside it. The dealer is delighted to argue with you about $5,000 off the top, because that fight keeps your eyes far away from the $30,000 of interior padding sitting untouched underneath. Translation, the discount you celebrated was a discount off a number they invented for the sole purpose of being able to discount it. And now for the trick that takes that padded number and detonates it. Number 7, the 20-year loan that turns 30 into 50. Here it is. The real reason the entire scam works. The reason a $30,000 pile of vinyl and particle board does not trigger a riot in the dealership parking lot. Financing. RV loans are not car loans, and you need to understand the difference deep in your bones. They routinely stretch to 15 years as the baseline, and on anything financed above $50,000, lenders will cheerfully extend you all the way to 20 years. 20 years. And RV loans, like nearly every loan, are front-loaded with interest, which means in the early years, almost every dollar you hand over goes straight to the bank as interest, not toward the principal you actually owe. You will not start meaningfully paying down the thing itself until you are several years deep into the note. Now stack the depreciation on top of that. A brand new RV sheds 20 to 30% of its value the instant it rolls off the lot, and roughly half of its total value within the first 5 years. And of everything in that rig, the interior, the furniture, the textiles, the finishes, depreciates the absolute fastest. It is the first thing to become worth nothing. So follow the chain all the way down. You finance $30,000 of furniture padding. You will pay interest on that padding for 2 full decades. The furniture itself is worth almost nothing the day you drive off the lot, and it is physically falling apart, peeling and crumbling long before the loan is even half paid down. Run real interest on that padding across a 20-year term, and your $30,000 interior can quietly cost you well over $50,000 by the time the note finally closes. Let me put a sharp point on it. Picture financing $50,000 at 8% over 15 years. 2 or 3 years into that loan, the hard truth is that the overwhelming majority of every payment you made went to the bank as interest, and barely a sliver touched what you owe. Now imagine going to sell that rig at year 3. The interior is already cracking, the value has already collapsed by a third or more, and you discover you owe far more than anyone will pay you for it. That gap is exactly where the furniture padding lives, and it is exactly why it was so easy to slip past you in the first place. And the dealers are not done with you yet. They love to roll even more into the pile. Fabric protection plans, extended warranties on the furniture, decor add-on packages, all of it stacked onto the loan and frequently presented as if it were mandatory, a non-negotiable part of the deal. Veteran finance managers with 30 years on the job have openly admitted that these add-ons can inflate your loan by 20% or more, and that some dealerships flatly lie and call them required. Translation, you did not buy a couch. You took out a 20-year mortgage on a couch that will be sitting in a landfill before that mortgage is even half paid off. The auditor's action plan. So how do you actually walk onto a lot and refuse to be the victim in this story? You audit. Here are your 4 moves. Move 1. Demand the itemized build sheet. Not the friendly bundle, the line-by-line costs of the furniture, the flooring, and the decor, broken out and separated. If they refuse to give it to you, that refusal is your answer, and your correct response is to walk straight out the door. Move 2. Never finance furniture. If you genuinely want better seating, buy the base unit and replace the couch yourself from the aftermarket for a few $100s. Do not, under any circumstances, pay 20 years of interest on a recliner that will outlive its own warranty by about 10 minutes. Move 3. Price the components on your own before you ever talk to a single salesman. Look up what the theater seating, the vinyl plank flooring, and the cabinetry actually sell for as standalone items. Walk through that door already knowing the real numbers, so the bundle has nothing left to hide behind. Move 4. Treat every single package as removable until they prove otherwise. The word package is a wall they build around the markup. Make them tear that wall down and show you what is actually inside it, or take your money to a seller who will. And here's the honest part, because it is not all rot out there. The companies that still do this right are usually the independent furniture builders, the Amish-built and family-run shops out of Indiana that have been making real RV seating from real materials for half a century. These are the people who supply the genuine high-end coaches, who will send you actual fabric swatches, who build a frame to last and wrap it in a hide that does not flake apart in a single camping season. When you buy the chassis from the dealer and the furniture from people who actually build furniture for a living, the whole scam quietly collapses because you have separated the couch from the contract. The padding has nowhere left to hide, the markup has nothing to bundle into, and the 20-year interest clock never starts ticking on a recliner in the first place. That is the entire game in one sentence. The dealer's power comes from keeping everything fused together, and your power comes from pulling it apart and pricing each piece in the daylight. Stop shopping like a victim and start thinking like an auditor. The interior package was never luxury, it is leverage. And now you know exactly how every inch of it is built. Let me know in the comments which brand on this list surprised you the most. And if you want to make smarter choices, subscribe and hit the bell. I'll see you in the next one.